It's wendwellness nerd out time. How you guys doing today? Happy wellness nerd out time, you guys. And today we're going to finish our discussion on lion's mane. But before we do, we got to say a very happy birthday to Jamie Miller. Happy birthday, girl. I hope you had a great day today. Spending it with Mike and the fam. I think you guys are having dinner here soon. We'll talk about her more at the end. Also want to say happy birthday, Tina Tang. Happy birthday, basically my other sister. Even though I haven't seen you in a while, love you. This one's for you as well. We'll talk about her too. As for now, let's get into our discussion. And to pick up where we left off yesterday, we were talking about lion's mane and its effects on the brain, its beneficial effects on the brain. And today we're going to talk about how lion's mane shows some potential to reduce anxiety and chronic inflammation, to reduce brain damage following central nervous system injury, and how it could benefit our GI tract. Okay, now when we talk about anxiety, anxiety could be caused by many different things, but one major contributor much of the time could be chronic inflammation. And lion's mane has been shown to reduce inflammation and anxiety in mice. And when, as a premise, when we talk about all these studies, it's kind of, we don't have to say it every time, whether it was, rodents or, mice or rats or other animals. Most of these studies have been done on rodents and other animals, and we don't have many human clinical trials done showing the beneficial effects of lion's mane in humans, but preliminary research seems relatively promising. Now, interestingly, with lion's mane, in an animal study, it was shown to enhance hippocampal function, and the hippocampus, among other things, is responsible for processing memories and emotions. And so they believe this anxiolytic effect of lion's mane supplementation may be attributed to enhancement, again, of hippocampal function. Now, in terms of human studies, we do have one on menopausal women that reported mild depression and anxiety and supplemented with lion's mane for a few weeks. Decent amount. It was around 1 to 3 grams a day. And they had subjective reports of improved mood, reduced anxiety, and depression. So, maybe some, promising stuff for the future, but we need a lot more research to absolutely prove that. Now, when we talk about reducing brain damage following central nervous system injury, interestingly, one study done on rats showed a 44% reduction in the size, in the area, the amount of the brain that suffered permanent damage following a stroke. 44% reduction. And that's pretty significant. And they gave lion's mane to the rodents right after the stroke, immediately following the stroke in this. And they also saw a 23 to 41% reduction in recovery time following the stroke. So could expedite recovery time following a stroke and mitigate the damage, at least in terms of how much of the brain is damaged following a stroke with lion's mane supplementation. And there's no surprise there because they do know that lion's mane promotes neurogenesis, the production, the development, the maintenance of new neurons, and it has neuroprotective properties. Right, so pretty neat stuff there, I think. Now, when we talk about the GI tract, we said that lion's mane has anti-inflammatory properties, and this extends well beyond the central nervous system, of course, as chronic inflammation is usually a systemically, active and affecting thing. And so in patients with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, inflammatory bowel disease, there may be some promise for lion's mane to reduce inflammation and improve symptoms over time. And there was one study done on humans where they took a fungal blend. It was a blend of many different mushrooms, but it contained 14% lion's mane. And we can't obviously attribute all these beneficial effects to the lion's mane. Bioactive mushrooms are pretty amazing in themselves, right? But these patients all had ulcerative colitis, and over 3 weeks' time, taking 1 to 3 grams of lion's mane per day reported subjective relief in their symptoms, reduction in their symptoms of ulcerative colitis. All right, so pretty cool stuff there. Now, when we talk about the GI tract as well, I do want to mention gastric ulcers, the effect of lion's mane on gastric ulcers. And gastric ulcers one type of peptic ulcers, the other being duodenal. Gastric ulcers are damage to the gastric mucosa, to that the lining, the mucosal lining in the stomach, and this could be caused by many things. One of the more common causes is taking too many NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. But it could also be alcohol-induced, or it could be because of overgrowth of Helicobacter pylori. And lion's mane's been shown to have a protective effect on the gastric mucosa and to prevent the overgrowth of Helicobacter pylori, so to help prevent gastric ulcers. So pretty neat stuff there as well. And there was a one study done on rats showed that alcohol-induced gastric ulcers were prevented to a greater degree with lion's mane supplementation than with acid-reducing drugs, common acid-reducing drugs, and this came with no side effects. So pretty great stuff, I think. I'm real excited about it. We always hear of lion's mane as a nootropic. You see it in all these cognitive enhancing supplements. Some people love it. I know people that have taken it. I've taken it. I felt pretty good, but maybe the benefits extend far beyond cognitive enhancement. Now, before we go, we got to say happy birthday to Jamie Miller. Happy birthday, girl. Man, I love you. This one is for you. I hope you guys are having a great time right now. It was awesome being at your wedding. I had an absolute blast. I think I burnt about 5,000 calories that night, breaking it down on the dance floor nonstop. I think Maddie was probably right there with me, and Natalie and Gino. I'm surprised they didn't pass out. We had such a great time, but excitement knows no fatigue, Awesome wedding, awesome time. Great seeing you recently too, hanging out by the fire, making some chestnuts. We didn't do it quite right the first time, but we got it down the second time. They weren't even bad the first time, but a lot of fun hanging out with you. Every time I see you, you have great spirit, you have a great personality, and Michael is my cousin, is obviously very lucky to be able to call you his wife. I love both of you guys. You make some awesome pair. You really do. God bless the both of you, and I want you to know that this one is for you. I knew I liked you ever since I met you, because you're from the tri-state area, baby, New Jersey. What's going on? How you doing? Need a hot dog and a coffee? What's going on? So this one is for you. Happy birthday, Jamie. God bless you. Have fun tonight, all right? What's up, Matt, if you're seeing this too, and Mike and Grandma and Uncle Brian and Brian, cousin, everyone, and Jesse, of course. Won't forget you. But we also got to say happy birthday to Tina Tang. Happy birthday, Tina. Man, I haven't seen you in a long time. Last time I was talking to you, you were crushing your SATs. I think you got like a 23 something out of 2,400. I don't even know if they still graded out of 24, but that was a really good score, and you've scored great in everything throughout your entire life. You've always been a super genius, and Eric tells me you're doing great things now. I think you may be living in the city now, and you have a serious boyfriend. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm sure he's a great guy. You're a great person, and this one as well is for you. So happy birthday. I couldn't forget about you, especially because I was born in the same hospital on the same day as your younger brother, Eric, who is my brother for life. He's out at the Mohegan Sun right now, having a great time with the boys. I wish I could be there if I don't have so much work to do, but God bless. God bless you, Tina. I hope you have a fantastic day and night tonight. So happy birthday. As for the rest of you, thank you guys so much. That's another When Wellness Down. Y'all already know we're going to see you tomorrow. Talk about some other cool stuff. If you have any questions or requests, please message me. I love talking about what you guys are interested in. And we'll see you then, you guys. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll be there. Have a great rest of your night, and happy When Wellness. Thanks.